Hey guys, what's going on? Today I'm going to be doing a highly requested review of the one, the only Chipotle. Not going to lie, being up front, I already know this is going to taste amazing, but honestly, I'm not really here about the food. I'm here to tell you a nice little trick. If you've ever been to a Chipotle, you know how it goes, but there's a few tricks that you can do to walk away with getting your money's worth all the way, practically robbing them. And what I mean by that is right here, I have over 2.2 pounds of food. And all I did was get a bowl, okay? And I got that with some vinaigrette on the side and also some of their delicious verde salsa. And this altogether, 2.2 pounds weighed out of food. And I was able to walk in there and be out in about 3 minutes. And I have enough food here to easily feed 2 people or 1 person over the course of a day or so. I'm going to put a link down in the description below where I learned a few of my tricks. And honestly, I'm just a regular customer at Chipotle and you pick up some things. Now, first things first, as you can see, this is a pretty big, monstrous bowl. I mean, like I said, it is 2.2 pounds of food. Now, the biggest problem that a lot of people have with the Chipotle is the price, and honestly, it's worth every penny. Now, you can walk out of there satisfied with the quality of the ingredients and the way it tastes, but when you walk away with this much food, and I paid $7.31, in some places, that'll get you a Big Mac large meal at McDonald's. I would much rather eat this over McDonald's any day. Alright guys, I apologize, I still don't have my tripod yet, but at the moment I'm trying to keep it as stable as possible, doing all this with one hand, trying to dive into this monster bowl, because not only is it a big pile of cheese up front, because that's one of the best things too, they don't really charge you for extra cheese. You want a little extra cheese, all you gotta do is ask for it. Now, beyond all this cheese and this little bit of lettuce that's on the side, the biggest trick you do when you get there is, one, get a bowl. A bowl doesn't have any lettuce on the bottom, doesn't come wrapped up in a tortilla, and you can always get a tortilla on the side. And you can get just about anything there also on the side. Now, what I have here is a steak and a barbacoa bowl. Now, the easiest way to get more meat is tell them what kind of meat you want up first. And as they get that one big scoop and about to plop it down, be like, oh, I can actually get half and half, and then pick another meat. So then you end up getting one full scoop and a nice half scoop of something else. And then you can always get more than one thing. You can get both kinds of rice, you can get both kinds of beans, you don't have to get one or the other. And there's actually peppers and onions and all this stuff that I'm saying all down in the link below. Check that out and it'll teach you plenty of tips. But like I said, not only that, I got pinto beans down here on the bottom. We got some sour cream, plenty of cheese, plenty of salsa. Extra salsas all on the side. All of this for $7. Definitely a steal in my opinion. Now, I haven't eaten anything at all today, so I'm going to try and take a big chunk out of this, try and get a better look. And let's see how good it's going to taste. So there's no real way to make this look pretty, but honestly, the taste, definitely nothing compared to like a Taco Bell, a Del Taco, you know, anything like that. No, this blows it out of the water. This is great quality ingredients, and the flavor and everything shows. The texture of everything, it doesn't have that processed, overly done feeling. I mean, everything feels like it's real, it's cooked, it's something I would make and eat at my own house. Now for me specifically, in my bowl, it consists of brown rice and cilantro on the bottom, pinto beans. Like I said, you can always get half and half or double of each one at no additional cost. You can get both rices, both beans, either way. I went with pinto personally, and then after that pinto, I went with barbacoa, which is a spicy spicy shredded beef, which is delicious. And then after you got one big scoop of that, I was like, oh wait, can I actually do half and half, as he like dumped it. So then I ended up getting a whole scoop of meat plus another half scoop of the steak, which is also delicious. So after I got all that meat put on there at no additional cost, it's time to choose your sauces. And the first thing, of course, you always got to go with is their homemade Pico de Gallo salsa. It's a great mix of veggies, tomato, onion, you know, typical Pico de Gallo stuff, but it's very fresh, robust, has a great taste. Me personally, I like their other salsas as well. They come with either a red or a green. I always just get the green on the side, that way nothing gets drenched in nothing, and I can always put as much as I personally want. Like I said, always get your stuff on the side, make it at home. And tortilla, same thing. Get a big bowl, then get your own tortilla on the side and make, you know, a burrito how you need to do it. That's all about being smart with your ordering. After that Pico de Gallo salsa, got some of that green sauce on the side, and I went ahead and got their corn salsa, which is also extremely delicious. A nice scoop of that. And then they topped it off with a little bit of sour cream. And they have a nice liquidier sour cream. It's not like that gelatinous gloop that you would normally get at the stores. It goes perfect and flows with everything else in the bowl. And at that point, I already had this big mound of food on my thing. I already had this bowl completely filled up, overflowing with everything. But there was a little bit of space on the side, so I said go ahead and just throw some lettuce on the side and throw some cheese on top. And then after he puts a good handful of cheese, all you gotta do is ask, a little extra more, put some on. Most any places you go, the second you ask for extra cheese, there's always an additional cost. Cheese has always been something that they just charge for no matter what. Here, they have no problem with adding a little extra cheese at no additional cost. Like I said, it's all about the smart ordering. So I ended up walking away with a 2.2 pound bowl of food that could easily feed 2 people or me for the next 2 days for around $7. We'll try and get an up close detailed look here. As you can see, that nice delicious spicy shredded pork, those big chunks of nice steak right there, that fresh Pico de Gallo salsa, and just tons and tons of that cheese. And honestly, the cheese is absolutely delicious. It goes perfect and brings everything together. And if it's nice and melted, oh man, you don't even know. But just digging around in here, you can just see all these fresh ingredients, everything piled high, plenty of stuff to go around. An amazing thing all by itself. But there's no reason you can't wrap all this up in a tortilla yourself and have some fat burritos to go with this. So either way, guys, it's all about ordering. Do it how you got to do it. But I'm telling you, Chipotle is definitely some of the best food. It's something that, I treat myself to like once a week. And it feeds me for a good 2 days. I highly recommend it to anyone. If you don't have one in your area, I recently just got a Chipotle. It's only been in town for about a month. But I've been to it before in Vegas and California. And if you see one, don't hesitate to go there. You will not be disappointed. Obviously, a 10 out of 10 for the taste. 9 out of 10 for the bang for your buck. If you're smart about it, easily, it's a steal. There's no reason you can't walk away with a 2-pound bowl, such as myself. But if there's anything I kind of skipped out on, there's any questions you have, let me know in the comments down below. Love to answer them. But thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more fast food reviews, and subscribe.